You probably haven't heard of the player with the best record in professional tennis. No, it's not Roger Federer, it's not Rafael Nadal, it's not Serena Williams, and it's not Kim Clijsters. It's the woman behind me in purple holding the trophy. Esther Vergeer was 8 when she was paralysed after an operation to correct defective blood vessels near her spinal cord went wrong. Now she's 29 and on a 401 match winning streak. You heard me right, that's 401 straight wins. Her last major victory at the US Open ended in a love and love win over Danielle de Toro. You were the last person to beat Esther 7 years ago, 2003, is that right?
Lifetime ago, hey? Basically a lifetime ago.
How good is she?
Oh, please, it doesn't get any better than that. You don't see that many people in chairs who are born athletes, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's incredible. She could have chosen anything and been extraordinary at it.
Before the failed operation, Esther didn't play sport. At her rehab centre, she was encouraged to start.
When I was on the court, nobody asked me questions. Nobody looked weird at me, and so it made me feel comfortable. I was in a comfortable position then. So I really, really enjoyed that, and my parents saw that, and then the national coach saw it as well. And he said, well, I think you're kind of like talented. Maybe you want to train a little bit or train with me. And so I did, and I started to play tournaments, and that's how, the ball rolled.
Now, having rolled to 5 Paralympic gold medals, 11 World Championship titles, and being the world's top-ranked player for 11 years straight, Vergeer is considered one of the top tennis players of her generation by her able-bodied peers.
Well, I think what Esther has accomplished is absolutely amazing. She hasn't lost a match since 2003 and has gone on incredible streaks, which for me is impossible to imagine me doing something like this, for instance, and I really enjoy following her play.
It's just amazing to see the run that she's had, talking about me. I mean, I'm nothing compared to the run that she's had, and which is very impressive, and just even, how professional she takes it, and I mean, it's something that I admire very much about her.
I see them at Grand Slams, and I see Roger at the World Championship dinners, and it's like they're like my inspiration. They're like my heroes.
Vergeer also has a top coach to boot, but he says he learns from her, not the other way round.
At the end of the day, it's tennis. So it's the similarities, also the professionalism, the dedication and the discipline that comes with the sport. And I wanted to get a chance to work with Esther to learn from her what makes her so good, actually, and maybe apply it to the able-bodied players.
I, hardly dare to ask him to be my coach because he's, in the able-bodied world, he's such a great coach. And he's like, well, yeah, he sees it as a challenge. And for me, it's a challenge because he's never worked with wheelchair tennis players before.
Having won everything there is to win many, many times, what's the motivation now?
My goal is in London, the Paralympic Games, so that's at least 2 more years. And if I'm going to make that without losing, I don't know. But we'll see.
And after retirement, whenever that may be, Esther has plenty to keep her busy.
I have my own foundation, and I'm organizing sports clinics for kids with disabilities. Because I was 8, and when I got disabled, and I had a lot of questions like where can I play sports, and what's still possible and what's not, and yeah, weird enough, in 2010, kids with disabilities have the same questions, and I think that shouldn't be an issue anymore. So I'm just trying to, get as many kids involved in sports.
And just look what can happen if you try. Candy Reid, CNN, Atlanta.